Oh boy, we get fantastic light. I'm sorry for the poor audio, but there was no time to look for the audio recorder. So now I have to run down here with my knee. That's not good, Be careful, Christian, be careful. Oh man, it starts behind there. I have to be quick here. Hi my friends, very nice to see you. Today I'm doing something totally special. It's so hot here down in the valley, and I thought it's maybe a good idea to drive up to a high alpine road up to around about 2,000 meters of sea level. And yeah, hopefully it's a little bit cooler up there, and I also hope to get out a really fantastic photograph. So the weather conditions in the moment don't look all too spectacular, to be honest. It's clear sky, a little bit of clouds, but I hope for something really spectacular a little bit later that day. And yeah, I also think due to my knee injury, it got a little bit better already, but I still have the problem, and I don't want to walk all too much around. And the challenge will be today, try out to get out anyway a really strong photograph, maybe straight from the road or something like that, we will see. So I would say, let's go to drive there actually. So I'm already nearly at the highest point here. I drove up here already. So the highest point is up there at this hut over there. Not sure if you can see it. I will also have a look maybe afterwards up there. Currently it's lunchtime, it's noon. So we got a little bit of rainfall before. What's really a fantastic thing usually, because transition of the weather can really lead into fantastic conditions for landscape photography. But unfortunately I didn't have any composition, anything what I could photograph here. I mean, the view out there is just fantastic, but yeah, it's difficult to build up a really strong composition here. I think I will try here just to take a test shot maybe with my phone, and I will stay a little bit longer here. I think maybe I will return afterwards when conditions are really better or something like this. So let's try for that.
I can see it in your eyes, babe. You need to let your mind off things. But I know you have a lot to give. I know that it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me.
So I came up now here to this other place, and I hope you can understand me. It is absolutely windy, and yeah, this view is just fantastic out there. It's really amazing. What I really like is this peak here at the left-hand side with these greens and this grey of these stones and so on, of these rocks. And it's a little bit more easy to get a composition here, although it's really, anyway, difficult to get something really outstanding without hiking around all too much. But yeah, it's really fantastic here. We have this peak here at the left-hand side, balancing this peak here at the right-hand side, and in the moment everything looks flat because of the light. It's around about noon, something like that, and it's just we don't have depth here. We don't have any atmospheric conditions what would add here. But what I think is west is in this direction, so when the sun would go down there, all these mountain face back there would start to glow, and this right-hand peak up there would be a little bit more in the shadow, what would give a really fantastic feeling of depth. We would also get a little bit of light maybe here at the left-hand side at this peak here, and yeah, this really could work, to be honest. Foreground is really difficult. I thought about taking this a part of this meadow here in the foreground. It's something what I usually don't do, not in this way. Usually I try to get something really, pulling something really outstanding in the foreground. But yeah, when there's nothing else here, it's a little bit difficult. We just have something like that here, little stones down on the ground. But yeah, fear could maybe be a little bit messy, but when the light gets really down, it could be that when we don't see all the many details on, it could also work. The only thing is, I don't think that we will have really a clear sunset. So to get direct light, it could be that we will not have this. But anyway, I had a look in the weather maps, and what I've seen is that we should get a little bit of mist in. I'm not 100% sure about that, to be honest, because the rain before was also not predicted. The clouds are a little bit too high for that, so this is something what might maybe not work in that way what I thought. But anyway, it's just all about location scouting in the moment, looking for my options. I don't have my camera with me, it's just in my van up there. And yeah, I'm just, I think, 5 minutes to the van behind this hill. Well, not behind this hill, the road is there. So really just 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. So I will look for some possibilities here, and maybe I will also drive more down there where this camper van, this white camper van, I'm not sure if you can see it. Oh, the wind is so strong here, it is amazing, and I'm not sure if you can hear me. So I will try to drive back there and have a look how it looks down there. So this is what we will try here now.
Your mind of things. No, it hurts.
So I came down here now, but not with the van. I really walked down here. Before I was more up there at this hut, and now I walk down here. And yeah, I have to say it doesn't look all too bad here. And I found some possibilities for foreground. So I found this rock here, and it looks really pretty good. We have all these grasses here moving in the wind, and I think this is something that you can really use with a little bit of a motion blur, maybe in the composition, what tells a story of a windy day up here, what is really the case, obviously. And I really like this this kind of curve we get in here in this composition due to all these lines here and these textures up on this rock, what looks really fantastic. And what I try to tell the story of the rocks lying here in the middle, and yeah, we have this fantastic mountain face back there. Same as before, we don't have any really fantastic light here. Everything is flat, everything doesn't really look after any sense of depth or something like this. But I think when the conditions were really fantastic, so if you would have any light spots back there, and this will not happen at sunset or so, because sun will go down there and it will be in the shadow, and in the morning we would have front light, what also would not really, you know, I don't prefer to use front light all too much, although you can really get out really strong photographs. But what I think is when we could get some light spots there and where, and we don't know if this will happen today, this one could really work. So the question is now, going up again, waiting up there for some light spots, or going down here. And I think, yeah, it's 1:30 now. I have a little bit of time. I think maybe in 1.5 hours I should be in setup and try for getting a really fantastic photograph. So this is how things are in the moment.
Streams are getting strong, just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I know you're strong, need to get yourself together, things still get better.
At the moment we get in some really fantastic light spots everywhere back there, or actually we get a little bit of shadows up there and where on the mountains, and that looks really pretty good. Also with all these clouds up there, we get fantastic cloud formation up there, and I am really happy with this. So yeah, I take some photographs here. It's really difficult to build up a really pleasing composition. What I do is I just build up a rough composition, and maybe I will crop in after that a tiny bit. You know, usually this is not this kind of landscape photography what I usually do, but when you're really that limited like that you don't can hike up wherever you want because of my knee situation, obviously.
Streams are getting strong, just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light.
how the light got fantastically. And I haven't been here. I've been over there in my van and just saw how the light interacted with the landscape here. Just so amazing. And yeah, I drove down now, and I think I will build up this composition, what I tried already before, with my ultra wide angle lens, and fingers crossed that we will get a little bit of light spots again.
You're hurt. I can see it in your eyes, babe. You need to let your mind off things. No, it hurts.
Oh no, I missed the most beautiful light. It's so annoying. But however, I'm in setup here now. The composition what I showed you already before. And yeah, I mean, it's really a beautiful scene, and really a fantastic composition. And I also like the sky, the clouds and so on, and also all the layers back there. And yeah, a little bit before we had really sunlight everywhere, sunspots there and where in the landscape. And I didn't take this chance. That's not good. But the question is, will the sun come again? It will go down there. And when we have a look there, we have a bank of clouds back there. So it could be, I mean, we have there and where some gaps up there. So it could be when we wait for, let's say, an hour or two, could be that we would get light here. And then it could also get really spectacular. So I think I will wait a little bit, and fingers crossed that we will get the light.
I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light.
Yeah, I'm waiting already for an hour or so, and it doesn't really get better. It gets worse and worse. I got a little bit of light spot before, but I'm not sure if I can pull this out with post-processing afterwards. But yeah, we need some direct light spots in this fantastic scene there. And this is what we don't have in the moment. When we look up at the sky, it's really dark already, and it comes from back there, so there are mountains back there. The air gets blown up, and it ends up in really big clouds up there, and I think this could be a cumulonimbus cloud up there. So this is a thunderstorm cloud. It could be that it will get a little bit dangerous here, so I'm not sure. I think it's maybe more safe to break this here now, this photograph, and go into the van. My van is just up there.
I know you're hurt. I can see it in your eyes, babe. You need to let your mind off things.
Oh boy, we get fantastic light. I'm sorry for the poor audio, but there was no time to look for the audio recorder. So now I have to run down here with my knee. That's not good. Be careful, Christian, be careful. Oh man, it starts behind there. I have to be quick here. Let's go down there. Oh man. I'm so grateful that my knee gets better. Where's the stone? Where's the rock? Where's the rock? Is it this? I think it was there. Must be one of this here. Where's the rock? I can't believe it. I think this here. I think this is the rock. Oh yeah, here is it. Okay. Let's put it up.
Just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding.
I hate to say this, but I missed it again. No! How can it be? We have this cloud now in front, and we don't get the sunlight through. It blocks the sunlight. I think maybe the sun will appear behind this cloud now, for our foreground, for us, here for our foreground, but we need it a little bit more back there. Maybe when we have a little bit of luck, moves a little bit more in that direction, the clouds all move here, and with a little bit of luck we will get a light spot again. I'm not sure. I will wait here now. My wife is up in the van. She's cooking. I helped her cooking. I was already putting the meat into the pan, and yeah, what should I say? I just threw everything down. My wife finished cooking, so fingers crossed for a light spot. Oh yes, the light is coming. Let's make the click. Oh, what a day of landscape photography. It is already over. Everything is flat again. And yeah, it is really, it shows so well how important it is to be patient and really to build up a composition, to work at it, to fine tune it, and just to wait for the just to wait for the conditions, and then yeah, just make the click. And I'm really happy with this one. We get a little bit more of light here, as I can see, and look at the landscape just here, our foreground, or here in our camera position. Back there is a little bit better. I mean, what we can do is you can wait a little bit more. Maybe the light does anything different, and so you can take one more exposure. And when the light does crazy things, that there will appear different light spots. It's a really good idea to think at home about which one is the best, and yeah, just increase your chances to get out the masterpiece. So I will go to my wine up now. I hope my wife is finished with making dinner. I hope she isn't finished with dinner. I mean, that she has eaten already. And then I will look for any place to stay overnight, because I think it's not allowed here. And tomorrow, I wanted also to work for a composition for tomorrow. Anyway, in that direction, but I didn't find something really outstanding, to be honest. But I will think about that. We will see. So I think this video is already amazingly long. I hope you anyway enjoyed it. And next week, maybe we will see one more episode from this fantastic high alpine road here in Austria. And by the way, I hope you can understand me, it's so windy. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. And if you like this, give me a thumb up. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.
I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guide.